Good morning, Miss Capwell.
Hi.
We have a frioli special this morning. It's a fluffy frittata.
No, actually, I think I'll have scrambled eggs, medium, whole wheat toast, no butter, and a large grapefruit juice. Thanks.
Gotcha. And for you, sir, would you like to see a menu?
No, I'll have exactly what Ms. Capwell ordered, but scramble my eggs well, please.
Okay.
Hi.
Cruz?
Good news, Inspector.
Oh, yeah?
The Sophia Capwell case. She turned down my offer.
Ah, which leaves you free to go for the juggler.
So what the DA wants. Murder in the first degree. Now, doesn't that make you want to stand up and cheer? I mean, you're the one who handed us the case on a platter.
I don't need to be reminded of that.
Oh, the chief of police thinks so. He's very impressed with your work. So is my boss. You should have heard him talk about the way you put this case together. It's ironclad. No thanks. Just coffee. Black. That's going to be quite a moment when you take the stand. Of course, I want to go over the case with you beforehand.
Oh, yeah, right.
Just to make sure you don't bring any of your personal feelings about the Capwells to the stand with you. That might taint your testimony against the defendant. But you're a good cop, right? And good cops stay objective. Do their duty no matter how tough. Just going through the grapevine, you're up for a big promotion. Now, if I can, well, do anything to help that along, you'll let me know, right?
Look, Bassett, you know how I feel about this case. I don't understand why you come in here acting like you and I are on the same side in this case.
We are.
No. You see, I didn't do what I did for a promotion. Now, you know as well as I do, a first-degree murder charge is absolutely ridiculous in Sophia's case. It's absurdly severe. I know all about your hot reputation, how good you've supposedly been and all that. I'm gonna tell you something, man, you're way over the line in this. I mean, you're gonna have to bend the law beyond recognition to get a conviction in this case.
That's not what my boss says.
Your boss, that dude, to do anything to get his head, he wants to make headlines.
You have to make headlines to win elections. Who knows? Maybe someday I'll run for office.
I see, and putting away the Capwells, that's gonna do it for you, huh?
There's no doubt about it. People love to see the rich get treated like any other ordinary felon.
Straight to the top, huh?
Well, I'm not afraid to admit I have ambitions, which is more than you'll do. I mean, look what you did. You were the only one who knew the truth about who killed Channing Jr. You could have kept quiet, kept the whole thing buried, but you didn't, did you? And I submit, Inspector, that you didn't keep quiet because you knew this case would send you soaring right to the top.
I'm gonna lay this out one more time for you, man. I was simply doing my job. No more, no less. And I strongly suggest you do the same because a woman's life may be at stake.
Wrong. A murderer's life is at stake.
Oh, you stupid, useless son of a... When you die, I hope you rot in hell. All I know is that every time you open your mouth, my mother's case gets worse. That man is like a vampire sucking blood out of everyone to put my mother away.
Yeah, he's gonna be a piece of trouble, isn't
But
he?
you said it yourself. The damage has already been done.
Listen, if there's anything I can do to help your mama, I'm gonna do it.
You could lie. You could tell the
Eden.
police that you didn't know what you were talking about and take it all back. You could tell them that she didn't actually say she killed Channing. You wouldn't do that, would you?
You know I can't do that.
I'm just as ethical as you are. And if it were your mother, it would be a whole
If
different
it were
story.
my mother, it'd be the same
Excuse
story.
me, Miss Capwell, your hotel just left a message. They want you to come right over.
Oh, please don't tell me it's another robbery. Oh. This is unbelievable. I don't believe this. Why me? Why me? This is gonna ruin us.
Come on, I'll give you a lift. I'm gonna have to investigate anyway.
I'll drive myself.
Eden, I want you to ride with me.
Are you a cop?
Well, I'm an inspector, actually.
Oh, really? I expected a little short man with a pipe in his mouth.
Well, give me time. About your jewels, how many did you say there were? How many pieces were there?
4 or 5 pieces. You're pretty young to be an inspector. You must be brilliant.
Only every once in a while.
Excuse me, Eden, we're trying to get the details straight here, if you don't mind. About that engagement ring, how many carats did you say that was?
It wasn't an engagement ring. I am totally available.
Oh, great.
Did you say something, Eden?
I'm about to in a minute. I said star sapphire.
No, it's just an ordinary, pure white, flawless diamond. Inspector, if you came down to Hollywood for a little visit, maybe I could take you on a personal tour of the back lot of the studio.
Michelle, may I call you Michelle?
Oh, yes.
That sounds like a lot of fun, actually. And I got to tell you, I've been a big fan of yours, and I'd love that. But actually, see, I'm so busy right here in Santa Barbara right now, I couldn't get away if my life depended on it. So
Well,
we better get back to the jewels. Yeah.
You're not married? You're not engaged? Or anything?
No, I'm not. As a matter of fact, I'm what you might call a free agent right now, kind of in between commitments, so to speak.
Well, I did come up here to get away from things and to rest. But getting to know each other could be restful, don't you think? What time do you get off duty?
That's a good question. Just one second. I just had a thought, Eden.
I'll bet.
I'm gonna call Warren at the Sentinel.
Warren? Why?
Well, if you stop and put two and two together, yeah, is Warren Lockridge there, please? Where is he? Oh, well, could I talk to Sam, please? Yeah, Sam, this is Cruz Castillo, man. Listen, did you happen to get another one of those funny letters at the Sentinel this morning? No kidding. How much? $40,000 to be donated to the Doyle Foundation in honor of room 219, the Capwell Hotel. And was it signed? Well, what do you know? No, thanks, man. Yeah. You were a big help. Okay. Bye. You wouldn't believe this. This wouldn't happen to be...
219.
Yeah. Robin Hood has struck again. Eden, you're going to have to start telling your clientele about this guy.
We can't do that.
Why can't you do that?
Because everybody will panic. Business will drop off.
Temporarily, maybe.
Look, I have not worked as hard as I have to let that happen.
Each and every person who registers should be asked to put their valuables in the safe.
We do that.
Well, you are still more stubborn than any mule I've met. I'll give you that.
Look, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to tell the whole world, hey, we have an in-house resident burglar?
At this point, you should.
Should. Your whole world is full of shoulds and ought tos. I can handle it. I don't need to say anything to anybody.
You've been lucky so far. The next person may not be so understanding, walking here getting everything they have ripped off.
Look.
You're going to have a lawsuit on your hands.
Let me make my own decisions for me, okay? I know you tend to have the answers for everyone.
I'm worried about your reputation.
Just like you were worried about my mother's reputation.
Oh, now why does every conversation we have to end up with that?
Because she happens to be the most important thing in the world to me.
Well, forget about it for a second. Now, I know how hard you've worked to get all these celebrities up here and these top-notch people, but I mean, word spreads. Hollywood's a small town.
With your job here as law officer?
Yeah, I guess I am. I'm gone.
Yes. It's Warren.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Cruz, I'm calling you for Maggie. She needs to see you down at the hospital right now.
Yeah, what's up?
Well, off the record, it's Christie Duvall. I think she's been raped. She was brought in a little while ago unconscious.
Oh, no, man. Well, tell Maggie I'll be right there. Bye. Christie Duvall, looks like she might have been raped.
Christie, little Christie.
Yeah.
Well, let me go down to the hospital with you and see if I can do anything.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Good?
Yeah. Let's go. So, you were with her during the examination?
Yes, and even though the lab tests aren't in yet, I'm pretty sure it's rape.
My poor kid.
Has she come around yet?
Not yet.
Well, what's the medical opinion on that?
Well, she was in shock, and there's a possible concussion. I mean, besides all the contusions and cuts. That's Christie's sister. She found her.
Oh, how awful.
I can't believe it. Ted's no rapist.
Yeah, but you better get over there and bring him in for questioning. Take somebody with you. And be quiet about it. Not a word to anybody. I don't want the papers getting a hold of this.
Cruz, what's going on? Who did it?
You better brace yourself, Eden. You're not gonna like this.
Well, go ahead. Tell me. What happened?
Remember, before I say anything, it's just one person's word, all right?
Well, why are you standing around out here? Move it. The guy's probably 1,000 miles away by now.
Take it easy, man. I've already sent somebody to bring him in for questioning.
I don't want to question. I want him arrested. Christie named him. There's no doubt about it. Didn't you get a good look at her? My God, Christie. I already have reasons enough to bust your butt if you foul up on this one.
Look, you don't have to threaten me to get me to do my job, all right?
No stinking rich kid is going to get away with doing this to my sister.
Steve, calm down.
You're his sister, aren't you?
Whose sister?
Ted Campbell's.
Of course. What about it?
Your brother assaulted and raped my sister. That's what about it. And I want you to know I'm going to prosecute him to the fullest extent of the law. The whole Campbell family is rotten and corrupt as far as I'm concerned. I'll destroy every one of you if I have to.
Cruz?
Christie Duvall is claiming that Ted raped her.
You claim anything, damn it!
Hands off me, man! Take your hands off. Now, if Ted is still in town, my partner will bring him in for questioning. That's all you need to know.
There's been a huge mistake. If you could see her. Oh, God.
I was there when she said it. I heard her. I even made her say it twice. She named Ted.
I don't care what she said. It's impossible. She's got to be lying. I need to talk to her.
You don't.
What's she doing? You stay away from her. Doesn't she have enough people already?
Bassett, you leave her alone.
What?
Everything's gone crazy. I mean, Christie has gone through hell, granted, but Ted, she's lying about him. You know that.
It doesn't make any difference what I know, Eden. She's made formal charges, and I have to investigate.
Well, I'm going to find him and talk to him because he has a right to be warned.
Look, I'm just going to ask him a couple of questions. If he's got an alibi,
What do
there'll
you
be
mean
no
he's got
problem.
an alibi? He didn't do it.
Inspector Castillo?
Yeah.
There's a call for you. You can take it right over there.
Thank you.
Mark Mayo, pediatrics.
This is Inspector Castillo. You got a call from me? Sure. Hello?
Cruz, it's Nick. Hi, I've been trying to reach you everywhere.
Nicky, where are you, man? Where's Kelly?
She's with me and she's fine.
Oh, well, thank God for that. Man, what's going on?
It's a long and complicated story, and I'll tell you all about it. We have a time to talk. Listen, believe me when I tell you that I did not kidnap Kelly, and she'll tell you the same thing. What I want you to do for me now is come up here and get us.
Well, Nicky, things are a little crazy around here right now. I'll have to send a car for you.
No. I want you to come here yourself. It is important.
Okay, where are you?
We're on a farm about 20 miles east of Lone Pine, run by a Vietnamese man and his wife.
Oh, I know them. I was there. I remember the place.
Yeah, they told me. I just wish that you had been here when I was.
Yeah, so do I. Those people are real good friends of yours, man. They wouldn't tell me a thing.
Yeah, they've been good friends. Anyway, can you come up here now, quick?
Well, I'll get there as fast as I can. We've had a little crisis around here, too, but I'll be there, buddy.
Good. We'll be waiting.
The way you talk to Ted.
Where could Mason be? Damn. Ted sounds like he's really in trouble.
No, he's not. I mean, he is, but he isn't. He didn't do anything wrong, and I can't believe you would ask him if he did.
Eden, he calls me up and tells me that he's been arrested for rape. Of course I'm going to ask him. Don't you think I have a right to know what's going on?
Get it. Good timing. Why don't you come in here and explain what's happened to Ted? By the way, he's in jail.
They arrested him? I thought...
What were they going to do, question him?
Mr. C, Christie Duvall was raped last night down at the beach snack bar.
Christie?
Yeah, she was in such bad shape they had to take her to the hospital. When we got there and got her statement, she named Ted. Now, she was barely conscious at the time, but she said so twice, and I had no choice but to have him picked up.
Ted's been Christie's friend. She must be lying.
You know as much about it as I do at this point. I'm going to question Ted and see if I can get to the bottom of this as soon as I can. But I've also got to get out and bring Nick and Kelly back.
Of course. Where are they?
They're up near Lone Pine, about 20 miles outside of town at some farm. Nick said they're both fine, So not to worry. I don't really know any of the details yet, but I'll let you know as soon as I get there.
What a crazy day. I want to go with you to help Nick and Kelly, but Ted's in trouble, Daddy.
I think Ted needs Mason more than he needs anybody else right now, Eden. So why don't you just do what you please? I don't really need any help myself either way. I've arranged for a helicopter to fly me up to Lone Pine. I guess I will stop at the station first and make sure Ted's being handled properly.
No, look, Cruz, take Eden along with you to get Kelly. I'll go by the station and see about Ted. Eden, if I can't locate Mason, I'll find an attorney to represent him. Don't worry, I'll take care of it.
Will you let me come with you?
Sure, why not?
Don't act so excited.
Look, it's been a real tough day all around, so don't let's start, okay?
Okay.
Cruz, I want Kelly back safely. And when she's here, I want you to prosecute Nick Hartley to the fullest extent of the law.
So, look, try not to worry about Teddy, all right? In the eyes of the law, he is innocent until he's proven guilty.
Do you think he's innocent?
I can't imagine him doing something like this. Then again, Christie said he did it, and she should know.
She's lying.
Well, that could be. That's what we'll have to find out.
Find out? I don't need to find out. I know Ted would never lay a hand on her. Not unless she wanted him to. You're always so objective, aren't you?
No, I'm not always so objective. I've never been objective about you, for
Your mind
instance.
is like a mathematical equation.
You know, you say one more thing that's wrong with me or my mind, and I'm going to leave you here, all right?
Fine. Let's just go, okay? Let's
First,
not
I
argue
have to
anymore.
stop by the hospital. I'm going to have to see if Christie's okay before I go running off after your sister.
Okay, fine. Why don't we just go, all right? Order me around. You're just fine at doing that.
Please, let's not talk to each other like this anymore.
You've arrested half my family. What do you want from me?
Definite traces of sperm, and we found foreign hair on her clothes and on her body, as well as traces of hair and skin under her fingernails. Now, she put up quite a fight. Look where it got her. Everything's been turned over to your people.
Do any of these traces prove that my brother raped her?
I have no way of knowing that, Miss Catwell.
Neither do we until they've been matched. That has to be done in the lab.
Well, what happens then? Ted just sits in jail and waits?
Thanks for the report, Doc. How is Christie, by the way? How is she?
Well, she's badly bruised, but I think she's going to be all right. Emotionally, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate everything you've done.
I see too many of these cases.
Dr. Lee Crowell, for your service. Dr. Lee Crowell.
Hopefully what they found will rule Ted out as a suspect in spite of what Christie says.
I don't know what she's trying to accomplish. By doing this, by naming him, she's not going to smear his name, I'll tell you that much. This is what happens when you're nice to stray cats. They turn on you and they scratch you. I've dealt with that more than once.
Eden, I've got to go pick up Nick and Kelly. You still coming?
Yeah, I am.
Let's go.
Dr. Mayo, Dr. Lord Mayo, pediatrics.
Is this how it's going to be for the whole trip? You're going to sit next to me and not say a word?
That's just what you wanted.
Look, you and your family have been through hell. It makes what you and I keep doing to each other seem a little silly, don't you think? A little small.
That hell, as you so correctly put it, is partly because you and me.
I know that. And I feel so terrible about it, I don't know how to start telling you.
It's just... I'll try to explain it to you. I don't know. I've been away from my family for 5 years. And when things happen to them, when they're hurt or they get taken away from me, I go a little nuts. Do you understand? And you, well, like a part of me for a long while. You were me. And when a part of me wants to take away my mother, I
don't want to. That's the last thing I want to do.
It's like a part of me is turning against me. It makes me very upset.
I understand.
I don't know, Kelly. When we get her and she's fine and you arrest Nick and I don't know, maybe I won't be so scared.
Eden, come on.
I'm sorry. Can't we just get through today? And then maybe... I don't know.
Yeah. But I gotta tell you, baby, this boy's been missing you.
Yeah, I've been missing you too.